Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Black Ops 3 In Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the best Scorestreak setup. I'm going to be sharing with you my personal ideal setup that I put a lot of thought and a little bit of mathematics into in order to ensure that you guys are running optimal Scorestreaks in your multiplayer matches. The gameplay is going to be of J-Hub earning these streaks because unfortunately my PSN has been down for 3 days now. We're having some network outages in my area and I haven't even been able to connect to PlayStation Network, which really sucks, but J-Hub came in clutch and gave me this gameplay. I've shouted him out like 100 videos before. You'll find him all over my channel. It's youtube.com/xjhubx. And I also wanted to give a shout out to the Ultimate Gamer giveaway, which I'm doing this week with Chaos and Jehovah and Kazdaf and some others, giving away a PlayStation 4, BF1, and Infinite Warfare, along with headsets, Blue Yeti, Control Freaks, an Elgato capture card, and a bunch of G Fuel. This is basically the I Want to Be a Commentator starter pack. The link is the first one down there in the description. It's a pretty standard follow, subscribe, retweet, whatever to enter, and I'm primarily doing it in order to give my wife's Twitch stream a kickstart. Hers is on there as well, so you need to follow her on Twitch, which you'll find the link down there in the description, and I don't need to do any sponsorship disclosures for this one because we're paying for it all. So it's sponsored by me, basically. So let's get back to the score streaks. You want to think about score streaks not in terms of most fun or most powerful or most map dominating, unless you're really try-harding and playing the objective. Most of you are trying to rack up your individual score. So what you want to think about is points to earn over points returned, or difficulty to kill potential. Just kind of ratios here. You want to find one that isn't too hard to earn, doesn't take too long to earn, and returns a disproportionate amount of points or kills depending on which one of those you're looking for. So I'm going to go over all the score streaks briefly using this metric of difficulty to potential. The following are what I would consider low tier streaks: Care Package, HD60, Guardian, and Mothership. The Care Package is kind of random. It's 100% random, so I'm putting that in the low tier section. HCXD can be incredibly tactical in Search and Destroy and some other maps, but it typically only kills one person, if that. Guardian is all about map control, very few kills there or points returned. And the Mothership, unfortunately, is one of the worst streaks in the game now because of how ridiculously easy it is to shoot down. Despite being an awesome looking streak and feeling streak, it tends to just get shot down very, very quickly. Some medium tier streaks are mostly the map control ones: the Lightning Strike, Rolling Thunder, and Hellstorm. If it falls from the sky and blows up, it's about normal in risk reward. The Sentry Gun can be very good. GI Unit is not bad, but I don't find it to be worth it all the time. And Power Core is, most people don't find them and kill them, so it's just kind of like a free point pump. But the top tier kill streaks, of which there are, not kill streaks, score streaks, of which there are many in Black Ops 3, are the UAV, CUAV, and Dart. These are very low ones, but UAV and CUAV screw up the enemy team. The Dart you typically get several kills with, and it's very easy to earn. Cerberus, very same thing, and Wraith, they're very straightforward autopilot kind of kill streaks. The Hater is awesome, and the Raps I think is the very best one. We're going to be talking about that later. So let's talk about my best setup if you haven't already seen it. I like the CUAV, the Talon, and then the Raps. I feel like this setup allows me in order to earn the streaks more often, and it allows me to pretty much destroy the enemy team and get the most amount of points returned so that I can start looping them with another CUAV. The CUAV is better than the regular UAV in most circumstances because jamming the enemy's radar completely destroys morale. Nothing screws up an enemy team like having their radar jammed. A lot of people still have not learned how to play without a radar. It distracts the enemies while they try to shoot down your CUAV, and because they're not looking at the radar. And it not only gives you an element of stealth if you're using an unsilenced weapon, but your entire team gets an element of stealth out of it. So that's very awesome. They can't even see your other score streaks to shoot them down, and it'll even counter the Hater and stuff like that. We'll talk about the UAV a little bit later on, but I prefer the counter UAV. The Talon was so strong it had to get nerfed from the beta and in the original game. It got nerfed, I think it was almost a month or two ago, and now takes more points to earn, and if I'm not mistaken, slightly less health, but it's still an awesome score streak. The Talon is ultimately the one that's really out of whack and balance as far as points earned to power. It's good escorting you and watching your back and keeping you safe while you will finally earn the Raps, and it's also just good for spawn killing people. The hitbox is so little and it's so annoying that if you fly high, most people won't shoot you down. And finally, of course, the Raps is your big boy kill streak, and I get more Raps kills than any other streak in the game right now. More than the GI Unit, more than the Wraith, more than the Mothership. The Raps are incredibly effective. They got buffed a couple of months ago, as a matter of fact, to drop significantly more Raps on the map. They run around for a longer period of time and they blow up about the same, but these things just spread all over the map like a cancer, and they roll into people and blow them up. They're basically the dog kill streaks if dogs exploded when you came into contact with them, and they will dominate a map. Very few people are able to kill the raps before before getting blown up. A lot of times when they do kill the raps, they blow up their own teammates. They're super annoying. They area of deny everything, and this is your big boy streak. The only downside is a lot of people actually quit the game when raps get called in because raps are so effective. People used to quit when motherships come in. Now they just shoot them down. But when raps come in, people rage quit like crazy. There are a few alternates to this strategy. If you're running ghosts and a silencer and you're going full stealth, maybe UAV will work better for you in particular. You get a few less points on UAV and it doesn't shield your entire team from getting slaughtered, but you kind of, if you're running ghost and silencer, you kind of want the enemy looking at the radar all the time and dependent on it, because you're going to be moving without the radar and you're going to surprise them. So if you're running pure stealth, probably trade out UAV for CUAV. And when it comes to controlling the Talon, I'm going to say let the Talon protect you while you earn the raps. That's what I do. I usually let mine just protect me while I earn the raps unless I'm really close. And then once I've actually earned the raps, I'll call in the raps and then go prone and control the Talon and just kind of murder people in any spot that the raps can't get to. And it's very, very effective in this manner. I know a lot of people would recommend using the Wraith, but in my experience, the Wraith gets shot down a little too fast. The Wraith is not a bad alternative to the Talon, but again, I just find that people shoot it out of the air really, really fast, and it doesn't kind of watch your back like the Talon does. So I go CUAV Talon Raps, and I promise you it'll be very, very effective. Guys, that's all for this episode of In Depth. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something useful, and if you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. The previous episode was on the Varix 3, and the next episode I gotta keep top secret for now. Drifter out.